just what is essential for life that is thriving. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your goal.
Such a nice day today. It's 28 degrees, but it doesn't feel hot at all. It just feels really nice. I'm in short sleeves outside, but it's kind of like there is a slight breeze, and normally 28 would be quite hot, but no, it's really nice. Sorry, I'm moving you. I got they're watching Hell's Kitchen inside, and I came outside to do some knitting. I was weaving a second ago. I got really addicted to these socks that I'm making, colorwork socks, and I made a lot of progress on the this one since yesterday. This is mosaic knitting. Now I'm trying two different charts, two different designs. I made them, and just so I don't waste the area of the sock really, because this is just experimentation to see. Let me leave the coffee, sorry. Because I designed like quite a few charts, mosaic charts, and I want to see how they come out in fabric. Now I could start doing the garter samples, but this is just in the round, and I'm using two of them. Now for the second sock, if this one works out, I don't know if I'm going to use the same charts but reverse the colors. So where is black to be the gray and where is gray to be the black? Or do I use another two different charts to kind of the same, so I have the same contrast? I don't know yet. I'll see. But I'm really enjoying this. Now, should I be starting something else new? No, not really. But this is a small project and it's making me happy at the moment.
Silence the noise away from the program, removing performance, true self, all that's standing. Live free from worry, live by just being, power in finding your wholeness in now. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire.
I finished the first sock, the mosaic sock. And I don't think I ever knitted a sock this fast, but it was really addictive. Here it is. I blocked it. It came out really nice. I think here you can see where I had the beginning of the round because there is a slight shift. But here is the other side. And the reason that there are two different patterns is because I'm trying just different charts that I designed, different mosaic charts. So this is just like a sample product for me in order to test the charts. But I did find, normally I make afterthought heel, cut-in heel. And I did struggle with this in this case because the stitches with the mosaic, some of them are on the same row, some of them are properly knitted and some of them are slip stitches, so they're elongated. So when I came to pick up the stitches in order to cut in for the heel, I did struggle. And I don't think I'm gonna, well, I know that this is not a way to do this kind of sock, just to pick up the stitches without any markings and then to cut in the heel. So now what I'm trying for the next one, for the second one, again, I'm testing different charts. But what I did in this case, and we'll see if this gets better, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to try a different type of heel. But what I did is also for afterthought heel. However, I put scrap yarn, the yellow part, I put scrap yarn just where I think I'm going to need to cut it in. And so it's going to be easier, hopefully, for me to see the stitches and pick them up. The problem with this kind of doing the heel is that you really have to know what size you're going to make for, and then you have to do the calculations and kind of measure the socks as you are going along. Because normally what I do is I knit a tube that is about 30 centimeters long, and then I do the toe, and then I knit 2 of those tubes, and then at the end I measure from the toe to where I'm going to cut in the heel, and that's where I insert the heel. But this way, I have to kind of pre-plan on the sock. But we'll see. Hopefully this is going to help. Let me show you one more time. So hopefully this scrap yarn on the heel is going to make it easier for me to pick up the stitches this time. I think I'm going to finish it soon, today or tomorrow, and then I will check in and let you know how it went.
A life you adore. Live a life you adore.
Good morning. It's very early in the morning, around 6:30 or 7, and Mario just went to go for a walk on the beach, and the kids are still sleeping. So I thought, before the sun comes right inside the living room, I might as well record. It's a couple of days later since we last spoke. It's actually Halloween. And tonight I'm happy that I'm gonna actually record now, so I don't have to worry later on, if the kids wanna watch something, because tonight I promised them we're gonna watch a scary movie. And they asked me, normally we don't do anything for Halloween. It's just not necessarily a holiday that we celebrate. I was never brought up with that, and I don't think Mario has been either. But Nicola asked me recently, he said, because how come we don't ever decorate for Halloween? And I mean, yeah, I told him that, it's just not my thing. It's not anything that I was used to growing up. But then I looked up at my ceiling and I saw the cobwebs, and I told him, there you go. I said, you know what? I clean up the Halloween decorations. That's what I do. Otherwise, it's always there. So it's authentic. But tonight we're going to watch a scary movie, Kids' Choice. What I wanted to tell you, I actually made some notes. But the first thing that I wanted to show you, something came for me as a surprise in the post. And 2 days ago, I opened my mailbox and these socks arrived. It was a package from Anniina from Finland, from Anniina Knits. And she didn't even tell me that she was sending me these socks. Because when I was making stitch markers in the beginning, before I started selling them, we have a group on Instagram, it's Podcasters Chat. And I asked the ladies there, I said, girls, I have a lot of stitch markers. I don't know what to do with all of them. I said, does anybody want any? And a few of them said that they would be happy for me to send them some, so I did. And Anniina was one of them. And then what she did, as a thank you, she knitted me a pair of socks. But because it was so unexpected, she brought me to tears. I was in the car with Mario because I just opened the mailbox and we were on our way somewhere. And I got in the car and I opened the package. And I was just quiet for the rest of the journey. And he asked me, you're okay? And I was like, yeah, but I was tearing up how touched I was that she made me socks. Let me show them to you. How beautiful is this? She has this amazingly small stitches, so really tight stitch gauge that I could never manage, which is perfect for socks. And I tried them on and they fit just right. Because I have a small foot, I have size 36, and I think she's something similar like that as well. So Anniina, once again, thank you very much. Even though I left you a voice message, but I wanted you to see your socks here on the video as well on YouTube. One more time. And Mario, at that time when we were in the car, and when he saw me, how touched I was, and he said, "You created some, not me only, like we created a really nice community," and we absolutely did. It's something that I often think about it, and not only with people like you guys that watch the videos, but also among us vloggers, podcasters, however you want to call it, whatever we do, YouTubers. There is such a nice uplifting connection that we have. And you would think that in so many other areas of life, when people are doing the same thing, there is often competition, I have never ever felt that from the other ladies or men doing what I do as well. And it has always been such an uplifting community and groups, and when we meet each other and we want to lift each other up, we cheer each other on, and it's just really, really an amazingly, I don't even know what to say, I said it already, community, but the feeling that I have from this, it's like I'm amongst friends, and I know I am, but I do feel that. So that's all that based on the socks, but it's something also that was on my mind. It often is. I often think about that. What do I want to say? I'm looking at, yes. One more thing before I show you the mosaic socks that I knitted. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I can add another thing to my CV. I'm a chimney cleaner now. We have cleaned our chimney, prepared the fireplace for winter, and it's not too high outside, but I had to climb on the ladder, like to the roof of my house, because we called the guy to clean the actual chimney, and he didn't answer. We usually have somebody to come over once every year or so. But he didn't come over, so we went and we bought the brush, for the chimneys, like that diameter. And so now I can say I can clean chimneys as well. But getting ready for winter. I'm still in my pajamas because it's so early, and I'm wearing this jumper. I bought this jumper last week or something like that. I bought it, it's a commercial, I got it in mango. I don't know if mango is, you can find it in every country, but it's a chain clothing store. And I was waiting for Nicola to finish at the dentist, and the shop was close by, so I went in and I saw it, and it was really nice. And the reason why I bought it, even though, I mean, come on, it's crazy for knitters to buy jumpers. This is not wool. Even though it's very soft, you can feel it, like when I take it off, like electricity, like over my head, those kind of like tingly, like static. So obviously I didn't even check what the composition is, so it's probably acrylic. So normally I wouldn't buy this, I wouldn't buy jumpers, but I actually wanted something that I don't have to worry about, and that, just like a sweatshirt that I can just throw in the washing machine, to have something like that. But now, saying that about the material, I went a couple of weeks ago to the mall, and I went into Zara, and I usually really like Zara. Now I went completely on a tangent, but let me just finish with this, and then I'll show you the socks that I finished. So I went to Zara, and I like their clothes. And I'm usually happy with the quality as well. I'm happy with the price. I like the style, whoever their designer or the buyer is. I like their overall aesthetic. And I was looking at different stuff, and I liked quite a few things. But I was touching the materials, and I don't know, they didn't feel good anymore. The materials felt But now I spoke to my sister about it. I don't know if is it that they were always like that, because on the touch they feel fine, but then when you kind of like do it like this between your fingers, you hear the squeakiness, and it was on the dresses, on the jumpers, on everything. And I know that that's just not natural materials, but I don't know if it was always like that, or is it now, like my sister said, because I'm making a lot of clothes with natural fibers that I'm used to, that my touch is more sensitive to those materials. But that was interesting. I didn't buy anything, even though I did like the models of the clothes, quite a few things, but I didn't end up buying anything. Good morning, Jake. Good morning. Don't know if he's in the camera. Okay, so not to keep you any longer, I finished the mosaic socks that I was working on, and this was very addictive. When I started, this was the first one that I have already shown you that I've done, and this is the second one. So it was just really trying different stitch patterns that I designed. And we already spoke about this. The first one, I did an after cut-in heel, and that gave me trouble. So on the second one, I did put the like scrap yarn to mark, and that was much easier to pick up. So from now on, when I do mosaic socks, I'm either going to do that with the scrap yarn, or what I'm thinking to do for the next ones is maybe do the mosaic here on the top for the first third of the sock. Then the second third of the sock to do the mosaic only on the front, but at the back to do the stripes. And then the last third to do the mosaic full on. So this way, if I'm going to have stripes at the back, then it's going to be very easy to pick up the stitches, because none of them will be slipped stitches, and also having stripes, you're gonna know exactly what line. So I'm going to test that. That's definitely how I'm going to test the next pair of mosaic socks, and to see whether it looks nice as well, because in my mind, logically, that is going to make it much easier to pick up stitches. But I have to see once I make it how it's going to look. Very happy with these. They're cozy, and also they're quite stretchy, because when you do color work with stranded color work, then it does get tight. The floats do get tight, so we always have to be careful about the tension or go up needle sizes and all this. Here I went up needle size, but only fraction. Like normally I use, this is Drops Nord, so which is sport weight yarn. I use 2.25 millimeter needles, and I use 2.5. So really not much difference in the needles, but I just went up. I might try on 2.25 the way that I normally knit them and see how they fit. Let me show them to you one more time before I put them away. So this is one, and this is the other one. Here I made a mistake, but I didn't really even bother fixing it, because as I said, this is just really me testing which charts I like, and which ones I'm going to keep and or make more things in. I already made a few things with mosaic stitch. A couple of years ago, I made a whole I made a whole blanket for my sister-in-law in mosaic stitch, and it came out really nice. It was a lot of work, but it was for her 40th birthday, and it came out really nice. And then I made for my stepson a hat a couple of months ago with mosaic stitch. I don't know if I did anything else, but I did work with it before, flat as well as round. When I work flat, it's usually garter. I don't do stockinette, but obviously in round it's stockinette. And a couple of weeks ago, I started playing with another chart that I made, and I wanted to see how it's going to come out, and just kind of I was going to make a scarf, and this is fingering weight yarn. It's not DK, what I normally do. And I was just playing to see how the chart comes out. One of them. I think I'm going to frog this because I would like to use a bit thicker yarn. So I might still keep this stitch, and I have some more to try. But this was something that I didn't show you that I was trying out, and it came out good. Although on camera I think it looks even nicer. I think it looks crispier. I'm not sure, but now also here it looks good. Anyway, this was a test. So what I might do, because I have quite a few charts that I want to test out, what I might do, instead of making socks or shawls or scarves yet, what I might do is kind of make squares, possibly in the round, but although I could do garter, instead of granny squares, what people do and then they connect them into a blanket, I might start doing and make square and use that blocking board that I got, that I showed you a few episodes ago, and block them like that. And once I have all the charts done in those squares, then I can just join them and have a blanket, or double layer blanket. That would be nice if I work in the round. That's the plan for for the mosaic experimentation. But I really needed to get this out of my system because I really wanted to try making socks, and it's very interesting. It keeps the attention, so I think I'm gonna definitely, I know I'm gonna definitely make more of those. But now that that is out of my system, now I can actually pick up my mom's jumper and finish that. It really is not going to take long. My hair is a mess. Sorry, I'm telling you, I'm still in my pajama as well. I just threw the jumper on. So I'm going to, now that I got this out of my system, I'm going to pick up my mom's jumper and finish it. But to tell you the truth, I'm a bit nervous because the last few jumpers that I did, they were not kind of fails. They were fails for one was too big, then the other one I was not too happy with the construction. Then my mom's jumper, I ran out of yarn, and now the new yarn that came, it's a little bit of a different shade, and it shouldn't be a problem because I'm just going to continue with the yarn that I have, and then different shade I'm going to use for the cuff. But I am a bit nervous because I didn't have a lot of luck and success with jumpers the past month or so. That's that, I think. I'm looking at my notes. That's that. I also wanna, I wanna give a shout out to one very special girl, Millie, that watches the videos often, and her dad said that I'm on their TV so often that he feels that I'm living with them. And hi Millie, I just wanted to say that, and thank you for watching the videos, and I'm glad you like them. So hopefully we're gonna see you in a couple of months time when you guys come over again, because they live in UK. Thank you for watching. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.